Should be live. Let me go ahead and check. I'm a little late, I'm afraid, but we'll see if we are in fact live. That'll at least be a good start. Make sure that the audio is actually working. Yes, it is. And the answer is... yes, we are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. And today I am back with some more Thief Gold. So, last video we ended up going through one of the more notorious missions in the game, I guess, the Haunted Cathedral. Met the Hammer Haunts for the first time. And yeah, today we'll be doing the first of the missions following that up. Now, just have to get some loot here to finish this, and then we will continue right where we left off. Assuming I don't die horribly or something. Here we go. We've now reached our loot requirements. Oh, I missed the Mexico episode, says an important commentator. Yeah, we'll call it that. Unless you're talking about the news in Mexico recently, which, yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Alright, let's go ahead and continue. From unknown origins they came. They live isolated beyond the city. The extent of their arcane power is unknown. We must be very cautious in dealing with them. Close observation must continue. Keeper Xavier, Treatise on Mages.
The Talisman of Earth is guarded by a foreign mages sect known as the Hand Brotherhood. They reside in a compound of huge towers where they practice their arts of earth, air, fire, and water. The talisman is likely kept in the Earth Tower, but there's little chance it'll be that simple. No doubt the talisman is heavily guarded and probably protected by magic. But mages love to write everything down. I should stumble on something useful about their precious trinket. I bribed some servants to get me a map of the common grounds, best I could do since only the mages are allowed in the towers. I'll enter the courtyard just outside the central keep entrance. Once inside, I'll need to move quickly to find the talisman. I wouldn't last long in a fight against the mages.
So yeah, these guys gonna be fun, I'm sure. Wait a sec. Yeah, it's so there's so many objectives that it actually had to lower the font size just to get it all to fit. Difficulty expert, find out where the mages of the Hand Brotherhood have hidden the Earth Talisman, steal the Earth Talisman from the Hand Brotherhood. Central Library of the High Council contains a pair of jeweled reading glasses that belong to some esteemed member of their order. You'll need to discover where the mages have tucked it away and snag it. Regalio, captain of the guard, has been leading a crusade to retrieve the talismans. One of your contacts says he's returned with a valuable amulet. Steal the medallion of Saint Brenington from the captain. The mage's wealth is well rumored. Caravans from their homeland to the east bring a treasure. Steal 1,800 loot. Not as much as in the Haunted Cathedral, I note. A master thief should be proficient enough to avoid murder, slaughtering guards, and the mages will soon alert the inner circle to your presence. Be discreet. Avoid contact where possible, and don't kill anyone. Underneath the mage's tower, there is a hidden entrance to the sewers. Find it and escape alive. Okay. Well, we do at least have a fair amount of supplies to pick from. Feeling moss arrows are going to be really useful. Fire arrows probably not so much. Water arrows are definitely going to be on the more useful end. We don't have any rope arrows. Let's fix that. There. That should be a decent enough setup for this. Two additional healing potions. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be loaded on supplies here, I think. Already sounds like there's a dude patrolling around, so we have to be cautious of that. Okay, there is a dude here we can knock out. Yep, one of the mages for sure. But we got ourselves a valuable key as a result, so I'm happy about that. Okay, there's definitely a dude here. Probably two from the sound of it. An archer. And another guard. Ooh, shoot. Alright, we got those guys knocked out. That's a good start. Also, since I forgot...
You cannot run from your fate. Return to the eternal fire, invader.
Okay, that was idiotic of me. But also, Ryukin Chaos has decided to become a donor. Thank you very much, Ryukin Chaos. Alright. So yeah, sorry about not reading that earlier. So these guys will notice if we knock their buddies out and leave them where they patrol. Neat. And I should therefore hide this guy somewhere where he's less likely to be discovered. Okay, I hear someone. Oh shoot. We'll knock this guy out too, and then we'll be golden. There we go. Now we've knocked out enough to thin the herd a little bit. I already kind of screwed up a little bit there, but I guess what we can do is save over one of the older saves here. There we go. Let's see if any of these keys will take. I figured not. I'll need one of those. I'll need one of those things there to unlock that, so that's fair, I suppose. But, yeah. So with that little pack dealt with, I can now... here we go.
You do not belong here.
Darn. I do not belong there. Well, let's fix that. Alright, so we've knocked out a couple of these guys here. So I'd say the outer perimeter is at least partially secured. And then move ahead and take out what's left. Alright, so that's not... Yeah, I'm going to have to head into the tower central area proper eventually, so... I think the play is we knock out what's left on the perimeters first before we do that, though. Seems like good tactics, if anything. Gonna be at least a couple of mages, Ooh, a couple of guards too. Neat. Shoot. Knock this guy out. At least this way it'll be tougher for them to spot him. Another one right there.
Oh.
Okay, I know I heard another dude around here somewhere whistling, so I will have a quick look for him. Might have already moved on, but just in case, you know. Here he is. We got you. Let's see what is... If he looks over there, then he is done for, and I got him. He doesn't. He looks over here. Okay. And only over here. So, the play is going to be, we're going to scoot over here, wait for him to... Because he's going to look back this way. That's fine. But we'll then wait for him to just turn again, like that, and we got him. So now that he's taken care of, that is at least 3/4 of the outside area taken care of, I think, which is pretty fast progress, but that is the outer perimeter, so, you know, I have a feeling it's going to be much hairier actually inside once we get to it. Let's see if there's... Ooh. Don't mind if I do. It's not enough to bring me all the way up to the mountain I need.
Who's there? Is someone there?
You don't hear anything. Alright, he's down for the count. That leaves whatever mages and dudes are patrolling this area to take care of. Well, there's one there I hear in the distance, so we'll deal with him. And then we'll continue.
But why are the handmaids the only ones allowed in? Why won't they allow us into their towers?
We're here to keep a watch on the commons and to deal with mundane threats. The mages can protect themselves.
But what with all the secrecy? Even the servants ain't allowed there. These wizards trust anyone?
I found it best not to ask questions. The gold they give me answers all the questions I have.
Alright, we knocked those two out. We can now knock these two out over here. Play our cards, right? And that will be the end of that.
All tricks with my senses. Blows, fight.
Another guard. There's a lot of security in this area. Well, it's a good thing I knocked out most of these guys anyways. So, we just...
Must earn nothing.
I have picked so many pockets of keys here, so that's something. Hate this mission? So far, we're doing decent. Well, we can go in here. I don't feel like that's the best move right now, though. But we have, for all intents and purposes, cleared out the outer area. So I am very happy with that start, for sure. We even have a decent... We even have a little bit of a start as far as loot, though. I can certainly do with more. Okay, this is where this is the first area I cleared. So yeah, most of the guards on the outside... I think I've cleared the four corners there, so with the exception of anyone up at the front, we should be good on the outer perimeter at least. So, we can now move on to the interior. Okay, there's a couple of guards in there, so that's probably... Best move is to try to take that from back behind, from the looks of it. Which I have an idea of how to get there. So if we take this area, go here, we might be able to sneak up on those guys. We sneak up on those guys, we can take them out. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. Make sure there's no other dudes roaming the area. Oh, I heard a dude coughing. Sounds like he's up here. Oh, this ain't good. Okay. This is why we sneak. Someone is patrolling around and I don't... Okay, this guy is down for the count. No real good spot to hide him over here, so we'll just... Will, however, take that out so we don't have to worry about that. So looks like a good way to get in. I mean, the tiling is not really good. Another mage, we'll take him out. He's priority.
I shall walk the path.
I'm not going to leave him in the bright. I guess this is the best spot to... Ooh. Okay, we'll deal with that later. For now, This looks like where we were going to go for earlier before we saw the security, so let's see what it looks like. Yeah, this is going to be tricky.
One of them summoned great hurtling balls from the sky, glowing rocks from the moon they was, and they mashed in his poor skull.
What's that?
Better hope we get to him first before the hand
Is that you?
Too much coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell. Seems clear.
Shoot.
What I see there?
Whew. Well, we knocked out a good number of these dudes here already. That deals with that.
Thought I saw something. Must have been rats.
Must have been the wind.
Who's there?
Whoops.
Is someone there? Oh, well. Don't know what it was.
Hey.
Oh, shoot. Okay, he still didn't notice me. So we've cleared out most of the central area even, which is nice, because that means that's a lot of work. Comes to the security. Okay, there's a dude down here. So that's why they're always so noisy. Because the way this level is set up. Okay. Well, that's another dude taken out of it. I don't know how many I've knocked out so far in this room alone. I know that's 3, that's 4, 5, and 6 right there. I know there's going to be more here too. Okay.
Thought I saw something. Oh well. Must have been nothing.
Okay, why is...
Odd noise.
Alright, this dude's now knocked out. No real... So like we once were, these who now inhabit this land, they are the chrysalis that shall become. We have adopted those few who have shown potential for enlightenment, from the notes of Archmage Garrod's prophecies. Okay. We have dealt with a significant chunk of the security around here, that's for sure.
So this is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
I could take that, or yeah, I could rush down there, but first I think it's prudent to knock out the security that's patrolling this area. So Notice all servants and guards here in it. Let it be known that the 4 towers may keep are sacrosanct and thus off limits to the commons. Those adept may enter. Guards may enter the tower foyers on business, but may not proceed upstairs. Made Ibn Ahrud. Okay. Cellar Abruka. We urgently need the chemicals last requested 2 days hence. We'll be sending young Luca to the city. Have one of your helpers accompany him. Also see if you can add 3 goats, a camel, and a burek to the animals gathered for next round of experiments. Deptaseki Bezar. Okay. Hold on.
What was that noise?
I thought I heard someone. Well, that explains where some more of the noises was coming from. Now, we can go ahead and carry on. Probably additional security up here. Okay, these are additional towers of sorts.
Is that you?
Another key. Neat. I'll just need to find a place to hide him. Kinda, and then we'll be golden. Not really the best spot, but it'll do. I guess over here will do then. Finally get back to work. My apologies for being behind schedule on the new round of vivisection. Workmen have finally cleared out. Having just finished walling up the last main entrance to those infernal sewers, the old sewers are still largely unmapped, present too much of a security risk to be left. I find it amazing that they reach back to the city despite our distance from it. There is still the one secret entrance that we can use to traverse the sewers. The guards that patrol it will deal with anything unfortunate enough to struggle out of that muck. Adept has guy. Okay. I need to get out of this area.
Thought I saw something. Hey, who are you? Ouch! Ouch! Ha ha ha!
There. Problem solved. Now that he's knocked out, we already have a significant chunk of the loot mount required, so that's good. Still have some more left, of course, but... Okay, secrets. Not exactly well hidden as far as secrets are concerned, but you know, a little bit of something. Supply room of sorts, so that's nice. Some more water arrows, that'll be very handy, I'm sure. Ooh, nice. So there's little secret ways to get through here. There. All right. A nice find, by any means, I'm sure. looks like this area and over there is where the mages have the little secret sewer entrance anyways, if that security, that guard, those couple of guards there were any indication. Yep. Some more torture implements. Well, we already have another little secret here. Looks like a possible sewer section here, so we'll just...
Don't see anything now.
Alright. Looks like I've secured our little exit, if nothing else, so that's something. So yeah, that's the sewers there, we're good. So now we can go back up, find out what else we can about this place. Absolute worst case scenario, we can always fall back here and run away or something, right? We're already also halfway to our gold amount that we need, which is a very good sign. And we haven't spent that long on this mission so far, so I assume the difficulty, the real difficulty, is going to be once we get into the towers proper, which we have not done yet. We have, like I said, cleared out most of the security, I think, at this stage. Already cleared this out. Okay, there's definitely dudes in this area. At least 2 of them from what I'm hearing, maybe more. I'll knock them out quickly.
Look there. Something there.
Yep, I hear another dude in the distance if I can just...
What's there? Nothing making noise now.
Okay, he's going through there. Time to get him quickly. Alright. Wonder if that's all the dudes that happen to be patrolling this upper area as well. That would be really nice if that was the case. I don't think it is, but you know, it'd be really nice if it was. Wonder if YouTube's also hiding comments from me again or something, because it does like to do that. No, it is not. Oh well. I'm still having a fun time so far. Shoot.
Is that you, Kevel?
Okay. I don't see anything. These just look like regular cups, so... Hammer... the hammer's dancing when the Order's tower fell. Yeah. Nah, the hammers are base, though. Alright, skulls for a lockpick. Spoiler territory for me. So far, this mission is actually being relatively easy. The mages are a threat, don't get me wrong here, but... I think the play is going to be knock out these guys here, too, anyways. And since I am this tired of dealing with this surface... Okay, moss arrow away. This is probably the captain of the guard here, which means he's probably going to be the dude that I can knock out. If I knock him out, I can take his valuable amulet that he had. Yep. Alright. Covering the golden medallion of St. Brington will reward all the sweat I put into the endless hunt for those damn talismans. Selling it, I will surely make some profit off this ordeal. In all my years of service to the hand, I have never seen their efforts so thoroughly stymied. It's almost as though one of their own had taken and hidden the talismans so completely that not even the archmages can find them.
Looks like Captain Regalio's been holding out on the mages. Good thing he can't hold out on me.
Well, that is our loot requirement met, and also one of the objectives met too while we're at it. We still have more loot to acquire. Oh, there is a dude in here. Whoops. And down you go. Alright, so that's the up this floor dealt with. Which means base spoiler endures. Chemotherapy, where's the damn fourth talisman? Alright, now that we knocked out all that, I'm surprised. I'm wondering if there's not a little secret there. No, there's not, because it's the stairway. Okay. Okay, we'll pick this lock. See what else we can find. Knock out the security that's very clearly awake and well here. Oh shoot, that ain't good. Eight old men up in the tower, 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with a sword, count 7 and find your reward. Okay. That's a clue. That's it, come here.
Sound.
Okay, that worked. It almost didn't though, because he did turn because he was about to look my way when I hit him. So we did get him barely. Okay, this looks like it links to all the various towers, which is probably interesting. For now, I think we'll knock out any more dudes patrolling the area here. Eric says, that wasn't a dude, but I will say Dudette has a manly snore. Old men are the future. The mythical city on the hills. Alright. Alright, let's open this door. Okay, that door's not opening. So instead, I think the move is we will actually explore the... I think we should actually go back down to the library, as far down as it was. It's going to hide secrets that we want. And it's also got the spectacles that we wanted to pick up anyways as part of our objectives. Okay, I heard someone open something. Wasn't over here. It's over there. So I don't know where that sound came from, which is slightly concerning. Because that did sound like more security to have to worry about, so you know. But we did knock this dude out, so we don't have to worry about him. I think the floor below us is going to be where the library is, and from there we can find out some valuable clues as well as... So I think it's over here. Unless I'm much mistaken, which I could very well be. Oh, there's a slight bit more loot there. Yoink. Now up to 2,000 in loot, which is very, very nice. Pretty sure this is the main entrance here. It is indeed. We could technically walk... Well, the game won't let me walk out the front door, but it would be funny if it would let me do that. We did clear out the downstairs area here for the most... No, we didn't. So this is fairly unchecked, which means there might be valuables here. And there is. Okay, there's definitely someone in here. At least two people, from the sound of it. Probably mages, both of them too, so this could be Harry.
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire.
Azarin's interest in necromancy is not diminished. Despite his banishment, his study of the black arts continues at his spire in Dayport. We fear that his experiments with the reanimation of rats and insects will lead to more disturbing depths. He has even endeavored to recruit others on a crusade to recover the Book of Ash. The Book of Ash must remain a thing of the past. Azarin's ambition has blinded him to this, and he has proven himself a threat to our existence. His expulsion has only made him more resilient. It is the decision of the Inner Circle that greater measures be taken to correct this matter. Archmage Corey. Mastery of water requires you may return to the ways of your beginning. For 9 months you lived in water, and then you were born to a world of air and earth. You have forgotten your past, but we will teach you to remember. Put away your mortal thoughts of breath and discover the ways of the sea. Do not walk the path with your limbs. Instead, allow your body to flow within it and become part of it. Till you have gained full mastery over water, return to the air, O Adept, and cherish its protective succor. In the meantime, you will feel the warm embrace of water, traversing the entire system without need of breath. 8 old men up in a tower. Someone is moving around close to us. I'm assuming they're going to be up here. So, yep, they are. It looks like they're stuck, which is hilarious, but also a problem. Well, this is why we have flash bombs.
Join me against this out here. He strikes as a dying wind. Your corpse shall feed the earth.
Well, that could have gone better, and I could have done better, so let's do this the other way.
Does the light reveal something to us? I have found an intruder among us.
There we are. Mage Verlin, seriously, Verlin, how lazy. Notes from Council session. Due to disastrous experiment by Archmage Jabu Ibn Lani, the water tower will be closed until further notice due to flooding. All future experiments using water elementals are forbidden by mutual consent of the Inner Circle until we can devise a stronger words. Our keep must remain unified and maintain tradition. Each tower holds the key of another to maintain the doctrine of trust. Since the key water tower was lost controlling the accident, the fire mages have no symbol to guard. Therefore, the fire mages shall keep the key to the chamber central power that holds our treasured possession. The key to the Tower of Earth shall remain the Tower of Water, since the water mages are the only ones who can survive entering the flooded areas. Archmage Krios. Cool. That's just a problem. Multiple problems, actually. So this is the library area. We entered it from... We were going to enter it from here earlier, but these guys got stuck. So it's a good thing we planned ahead on that one, I guess. And that means we need to simply... I Could see if there's anything on top of this, because this seems like the sort of thing that the devs would have done. No loot on top. Okay, Among Us. Okay. Can deal with these guys easily enough. Boom. Even more knocked out guards. Nice. Imagine you gotta ask for like 3 days before you can go to the left tree in the water H tower. That would suck, yes. More water arrows, more loot. How high are we now on the loot? We're doing pretty good on loot so far. We've already reached the main objective. There are the spectacles that we still have to pick up that are hidden somewhere in this. So once we get those, then that'll be not only more loot acquired, it'll also be another objective completed. Okay, I don't see anything there, nor there. So like we once were, are these who now inhabit this land? They are. Okay. More rope arrow, neat. I mean, it's not the spectacles I need, but I can find those, I'm sure, eventually. They've got to be around here somewhere, right?
Shall be your undoing, poor Garrett. Do not let fear control your path, Garrett. Your betrayal will force you to see, Garrett. Deception is your power, Garrett.
Spoilers! But not in ways you might necessarily, well, you might see some of them coming, but spoilers not only for what happens in the plot, but also how you resolve it. But it's subtle enough that you don't necessarily see it at the first. Neat little touch. Okay, I don't see spectacles here, so we'll have to come back for these later, probably. Even though I know they've got to be in here somewhere. Wait a second. What's over here? Nothing. Okay. Worth a look. Yeah, that's an eye spoiler. Mm-hmm. I can only assume it's going to be down here, because it makes the most sense. That's where most of the books are, so... Okay, we already checked that. Silence the Discord. Yep! Nice! Speaking of which, I do need to actually eventually do a stream proper on System Shock 2, because that is a classic for a very good reason. So, yeah. Okay, the only places left would be... So not gonna be there, not gonna be there. Well, I do not know where the spectacles are. They might be in the very central area, so, you know, we can check that later. For now, I guess we go to the water tower, see what we can find. We'll climb it the regular way, and from there we should be golden. Already checked that, Not check this route, though, I don't think. So, let's see what's over here just for the sake of it. Another room there. Area to potentially take people that we already knocked out, but that doesn't really matter because we knocked out pretty much everyone as it stands. So, yeah, I'm guessing we go straight to the water tower. And then we'll try figuring out the rest of the game, the objectives from there. That looks like the air temple. Bad looking glass. Prioritized making flight sims. They did early on. And I need to try out some of their flight sims too, now that I think about it. I might be missing out. So that's water, then that should surely be water. Or that's air over there, this should be surely water over here. It is. Okay, we need to survive this without drowning. It's gonna be tricky. Well, there's the Earth key. That wasn't the worst thing of all time, so that's something, I suppose. Alright. Time to fight the dark mages. Not yet. What are the dark mages? Right, I'm going to assume the way this is set up, that this is going to be Earth over here. So having the Earth key is going to be Very important to getting that done. Okay, this area is guarded. Cool earth wraps tightly around us, constrictive veins of tower tunnels caress beating heart of the grinding rock. Mastery of my element, I leap from stone to falling stone, boulders float as feathers. Scribbled poetry, Adept Arun's notebook. Okay, so we're gonna have to make some platforming jumps. Neat. Moss arrow, that's foreboding. Because where there's floss. Okay. Let's see what we've got in here.
Who troubles this place?
Okay. This I know the platforming in this area sucks because moving platforms are kind of a pain in the ass to deal with for this engine, so I don't have a good Alright, let's try some of this platforming and see how we do. Not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna try knocking this dude out. Okay. That went well enough. Just get me over to there and we'll be golden. Okay, now that we've dealt with that,
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters.
alright, that mage is down. And now, with them taken care of, we can see what else is in this tower. The challenge wasn't too bad so far. I know the platforming can be a bit wonky if you miss a jump, but it can also work if you work with it, I guess. Dark Mage casts Chirp. Let me bust up my job application scroll. I'd be summoning Dusty. Oh no. I see what we're going in. I see where these jokes are going.
Yeah.
There's another one around here. Alright, But so far, we are getting a good chunk of the way through this mission. Could go that route, but for now... We only have a couple flash bombs, so I am being conservative on their use. Moss arrows, though, are a premium as far as... or not really a premium, they are everywhere at this moment, so we're good on that. Okay, there's a dude in here somewhere. Hi, dude. Another one. Here he comes.
Something. You do not belong. I stand unscathed. He strikes as...
He probably cast rock at me, but missed. Unfortunately for him, I cast blackjack and it did not.
All is not still. There is a disturbance. Not take up arms against me. You cannot change my destiny, thief. You cannot change my destiny, thief. Return to the eternal fire. You cannot change my destiny, thief.
You know what? Screw it.
Turn you to ashes, rogue. You cannot change my destiny, thief. Escape. You cannot change my destiny, thief. Mages, unite against this threat. You cannot change my destiny, thief. You cannot change my destiny, thief. You cannot change my...
There. I couldn't change his destiny, but I could knock him the fuck out. Ace got that 21-pointer. More rope arrows. Well, I see why they are so in supply right now. Up we go. Well, there's the air key. All right. Got tons of moss arrow though, so that's neat. Yeah, we got a fair bit of supplies out of all this, so I'm very happy with this overall. We do have to knock out the one dude that's got the arrow, or dude that's still roaming around. You couldn't change his destiny, but you did change his state of consciousness. Correct. Boy, do those mages suck at melee. Lamau, yep. They might suck at melee, but they can cast spells very effectively if you let them, so don't let them. Alright, up I go. With that tower down, we can see what's also in here.
What was that? Did you hear something? Okay, you tapper. I'll find you. Hiding won't sit.
Something alerted that guy big time.
Die!
Oh, shoot!
Might have dented the armor a little. That the best you can do? Might have dented the armor a little.
Okay, we knocked him out anyways. We're lucky, but we got him. So with that, the Earth Temple is dealt with. That's the Water Temple, which I know we've also dealt with. Oh. A water tower, so. Shoot.
Someone there? Seems quiet enough now. Hey, I think I saw.
Alright, water tower cleared as well. The rest of the way. I don't know how. Considering it's already been. Guess there was no checking that there, so. Yeah, I've got enough healing potions. I might as well also heal up while I'm at it. Okay, so water, and that's dealt with. This is fire, I'm assuming, which means that this is probably going to be air. There's security in all of these towers, clearly. So we need to knock the rest of them out. Come on.
Hello? Show yourself.
What I see there. Stop at once and put your hands up. Don't worry, I'll fight. You'll be full of. You'll have to do better than that, Tapper. Didn't even scratch. You'll have to do better than that, Taffer.
Ooh, I think a baby bird pecked me.
You'll have to do better than that, Taffer. This way! Beware of an intruder.
Well, he's knocked out. Or one of them is. This dude is not knocked out, but it doesn't really matter so long as I can take his buddies out. Which he only has one tower left he can go to for reinforcements. And he's not going the right way. Or he is actually... Shoot. Doesn't matter. He went the wrong way after all. So we'll actually knock out these guys too.
Something move there. All right, where are you?
What's there?
Alright, there we go. You'll have to do better than that, Taffer. Where's the Avatar State Temple? I don't know, but we definitely knocked out most of these mage in here of some sort. Well, now that we've dealt with 2 of the towers, we can now deal with the other 2. Alright, we've got the key to the air temple. Let's take care of the air temple. Or, not the air temple. Sorry, air tower. I'm being silly. Okay, that's going to be probably fire right there. Yes. So, air is probably going to be this one right over here. How are we in healing potions? We got enough. We'll just drink another one. Make ourselves feel much better. That's the earth one. So air is actually going to be that corner over there. I goofed. I effing hate magic users. These ones are hypocritical too. Oh, look at us. We're so powerful that we need to employ swordsman and archer protection. 10 viewers. Aha. Okay, fine. But yeah, they are... I mean, you could argue that. On the other hand, I would argue that as... You could also argue that it's more of a outer perimeter security so they can do their studies and whatnot in peace, at least in theory. Okay, we should have the air key. Now, let's go ahead and deal with this one. About to be a vision. Wonder what's this? A gas arrow. Nice. So gas arrows are basically a way to knock out dudes from range. And it has an area of effect, so it is a very effective and very important item to have. We are going to have to do some more platforming here. Yay.
All is not still. All is still.
What vision disturbs me?
A mystery presents itself. You cannot hide from the inevitable.
The wind has deceived me.
The walls have been breached. Oh.
Well, he's down for the count. Some people are going to this gas arrow concept, by the way.
What vision disturbs me? The eternal fire will reclaim you.
Okay, Aramage. Oh, he's heading out.
I warn you, do not have arms against me.
I almost had him. Fine, we'll do it this way.
Fire burns, earth shakes, water flows. Mysterious.
Well, now he's down. Days with no profile pics not being woke 0. Okay, nothing but loud surfaces in here. That's unfortunate for us. Okay, this is the platform we need to use to climb. And there's more dudes upstairs. Figures.
What vision? You do not belong here.
A speed potion. Yoink. Ow. What was that? Well, he's knocked out. There's got to be another dude around here somewhere. I figured one of them would have followed me, but I guess not. At least this area isn't as loud. Alright. We now need another area. Ooh. This will take us right to where we need to be. Thank you. Head to this one, then we can just head straight down, I guess. So far, this isn't being too painful. I was expecting this to be the worst thing ever. These platforms, you know, considering how much people have built the reputation up of these. I know they're bad in System Shock 2. I know that in System Shock 2, the platform, the moving platform bits, those teeth things are obnoxious and not very well implemented. And I've seen some people having issues with jank here on these too, so there is a technique to these, I suppose. This is the exit. So far, we seem to be making good headway. I'm guessing the fire temples, or fire tower, sorry. Yes, I've played Zelda. How have you noticed? But I think the fire tower is going to be the one where we might actually have some issues with the dudes, because I think that's going to be where the main component is for that one item we need is. Thank you. So this isn't really terrible, it's just very slow paced right now. Alright, and then up we go. Gonna be some security up here, surely. Or not? Well, it makes sense that this tower is going to be open air. I mean, this is the air tower, after all. Let's see what's in this bad boy. You have to lockpick it, or use one of these keys that we might. No! Okay. We now know for a fact we will need to lower these. There's a timer on this bad boy, so. Well, we got the first set down. The fire key. So with that secured, we can now head down. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that could have been very bad. I just leapt to my doom. And I just did anyways! Okay. Oh, you can genocide the mages in the next mission. You can? There we are. Alright, so, yeah. All we have to do, head down to the... oh. No. Okay, yeah. Then there it was There it was wonky, very wonky. Not the worst thing, but yeah. Alright, time to jump onto this bad boy. Once it gets close, then I will get onto the lower floor, and then we'll be good for the next stage. Now, we can access the fire tower. How helpful. This dude is pointing me the direction. This way, thief. Come over here. Alright. Back down we go. Yep, Looking Glass forgot to update the mission requirements when they added the mages and gold. Ah, yes. I heard about that. Are we sure, though? Okay, so this might be the fire tower right here. If it is, yes, we're in business. Okay, into the realm of fire we go. This is gonna burn.
A mystery presents itself.
A mystery that you will not solve. Adept Al-Hayir. Lieutenant Scarl disobeyed Captain Regalios' specific orders and ventured into the Tower of Fire. Needless to say, he was ill-prepared to deal with the trials of flame and lava that await all entrants. The charred corpse was brought to the laboratories where it will be put to good use. The fire can cleanse us, but it is not for the commons. See to it that this incident serves as an example to the others. Mage Kamin Ramin. If this is going to be metal surfaces, I am... yes, it is. Well, this is going to be fun. Metal surfaces. Okay, I need to...
There is a strange presence here. Not free.
Okay, when these are heated up like that, we are in... They'll burn us, I assume, so... Let's avoid that. Shoot! No! Proto-Metal Age environment, yes, unironically. Oh, shoot. This sucks.
I stand unscathed.
Alright, that sucks. I have a feeling it's only going to get worse.
I am unharmed, foolish one. He strikes as a dying wind. I stand unscathed. I am unharmed, foolish one.
Yeah, now you are. I'm probably going to want that fire arrow for future reference, so... There it is. Oh, 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 oh. Nope. Alright. I held the mantle button game. Oh, we can just do that. Neat. Oh, that was close. Okay, another fire arrow for me. Lovely. Okay, we got another fire mage around here somewhere.
Wind blows, fire burns. Oh.
Now that these guys are knocked out. Gonna have more of them, I'm sure, but I know I've got more of them. I can see the subtitles, so I know there's more in. Another healing potion. Does not bode well.
The air speaks to me. The darkness will not protect you from harm. It would be wise.
I don't know how he did not react, but he didn't, so we're fine there. Okay, we might have an opening.
Who troubles this place? Be still. I stand unscathed. He strikes as a dying wind.
Someone forgot to jump. I wonder if the fire mages can survive a dip in the lava. Yeah, we just saw them do that though, so I don't know if they'll drown, which would be amusing if they did, but you know, I'm not going to test that because I don't want to fail the mission. Another healing potion, neat. Oh, this gonna suck. Ow.
Now for the talisman.
All right. No, not in the pit. It burns. God damn it. That's good. Oh, I'm dying because I can't breathe in the lava. And you call yourself a fire mage. Fire mages, not breathing mages. And we have walked right out there, so now we can go into the treasure room. It says count 7 times. Let's read that puzzle in full anyways. In the tower, 8 old men, only one with power. Away from the hand with the sword. Count 7. Now that we knocked out all the mages, one thing we have to do is find those specs. Clearly need to do one more thing. Don't know what that one more thing is. Alright. I'm gonna save either way because we did just finish the bulk of it, so yep, not gonna fall down there. It would be bad. Oh, there it is.
It's true he has returned. We must be ready. Rough waters lie ahead.
Many will not survive.
Is it open?
We must
I
try
have
to
found
find
an intruder among us.
Prepare yourself for death, intruder.
Return. You cannot change my destiny, thief. You cannot change.
It might be on your side. Yeah, no, it ain't quite. I do have a gas arrow still.
Do you? I stand unscathed. Feel the sting of my anger. Ah! An unseen foe strikes at me. I am unharmed, foolish one. He strikes as a dying wind. I am unharmed, foolish one.
Alright.
I shall return with honor.
Okay, so I'm guessing we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Maybe this one? Ow. Nope, definitely not. Well, it's not those, so maybe this one. Oh. Yeah, that ended up being trolling. I probably stole some loot that was supposed to be valuable in solving that, so that is technically my fault. Still need to find the glasses, though. But we did get everything else. If those glasses are of any value, then...
Shadows reveal your cowardice, intruder. To me, an intruder has come.
Alright, so what's probably going on is there's probably a secret in one of these... in one of the library rooms, and on one of the shelves or something, and if I can flick the switch, then we will be good. I think that's what's going on right now. We just need to find where the library is, which should be over this way. We already knocked out the guards, so we don't have to worry about that. I feel like if there is a secret behind anything, it's going to be that one right there. Or maybe that one. There we go.
This'll make any fence crack a smile.
That was a pretty well hidden secret, or thing, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, very good. I was kind of looking for it earlier, but I guess I just didn't find the correct one, so, you know. But now that we have, all the objectives are complete. Except for leaving, which we, yeah. I'd say we've done a fair good job on it so far. Have some more. So yeah, I'd say we largely cleared this place out, and we definitely got some valuable stuff overall from it. I wonder if it'll actually let me leave through the front door. It'd be funny if it would. The sewers can be done if necessary, but will it let me leave? Nope, has to be the sewers. Okay, fine. But yeah, that was a pretty fun mission overall. So all we have to do now is find the cellar area, which should actually be... if I go into the tower again, I should be able to get to it easily enough. And then from there, smooth sailing. The central tower, I mean. Overall, this was a fun mission. Some people seem to not really like it, this mission. Fair enough, I suppose, but I had a good time playing this one, for what it's worth. I know there is a little bit of jank with the whole stuff with the platforming, but overall, yeah, I liked it. I understand, though, it's not... Alright. Well, we could have gone down here, too. No, we couldn't have. Okay. Now that we knocked out all these dudes, path here is smooth sailing. Don't have anything to worry about. Unless they give us some in-game surprise here that we had no way of knowing. We'll see. You know, in retrospect, I think it's a pretty poor location for your torture chamber if you're going to place it right next to a way to escape the facility, but maybe that's just me.
This looks like the way out. That'll come in use.
Boom! Alright, let's see what our stats are like. Yeah, we got pretty much almost all the loot out of this. There was the one dude that we didn't, or two dudes that we didn't pickpocket, but that's it. Yeah, overall this was a pretty successful mission. Actually, let me make sure that the save is right where it needs to be so I don't spend a whole bunch of... Yeah, okay, fine. I'll save right here, so we'll do it this here and we'll be good.
This looks like the way out. That'll come in use.
Alright. But now that we're done with that, we are good to go and call it a stream. So, yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play some more Thief Gold, as much as I've enjoyed playing it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I found out, apparently they're making a brand new Thief game, and Stephen Russell is going to be back voicing Garrett. It is, however, going to be a VR game, so that is something of note. But yeah, the fact that they are making that is curious. We'll see how it goes. In any case, yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play some more Thief Gold as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.